Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of MidRank Madness. Today we have a game between Nukeforfun and SNSflusi on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is SNSflusi. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Terran player, Nukeforfun. That is a good name. That is a good one for sure. All right, so this is MidRank Madness, my weekly examination of Gold, Diamond, and Platinum level games sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. I gather all those up about once a week, send them to my screeners. They look through all of them. The best ones get chosen and sent back. This time, thanks especially to my screener, Austin, for taking the time to go through the 30 replays that I sent him and choosing this one as the one he felt like best represented the spirit of MidRank Madness and was entertaining too. So I'm, again, pretty sad not many people will watch this. It's a MidRank Madness for one, not the most popular feature on the channel, and for two, it's a TVT, which mirror matchups just don't get a lot of attention, even if they're not standard, right? This isn't going to be Tank, Viking, Marine. This is MidRank Madness. These guys don't have the APM or the game knowledge for that. They're going to do crazy things. This person's name is Nukeforfun. If he doesn't do a nuke, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. Although if that just makes SNSflusi overcompensate and overprepare for nukes, and therefore Nukeforfun wins without doing a nuke, and it's just all a big reverse psychology thing, then well played. Well played to you, Nukeforfun. But we'll have to see. I have to wait and see. I don't watch these games in advance. You've never seen this one before, unless you happen to be one of these two players, the one that sent it in. And I don't know who that would be. I don't recognize either of these names. This SCV scouting for Nukeforfun is doing a great job. He sees exactly what's coming in. Sees the double barracks opening. Sees a Reaper coming in from SNSflusi. And sees a double gas. This could be a mass Reaper type play. Nukeforfun is getting Marines. He's got a Marine on this high ground at the southern section of his map, knowing this is a place Reapers like to hop up and cause major problems. This is also a good place that's not really getting any coverage. But expanding is Nukeforfun too. So that's very interesting. Is that Reaper out? Reaper out? I mean, you might want to kill this SCV. Never mind. Red SCV gets the kill. Nicely done, Red SCV. Took you forever, but you endured. Made it work. Red SCV dies on the other side of the map. There must be a balance to all SCV deaths. Boy, a lot of Reapers coming in here from SNSflusi and expanding behind it too, which I find a little bit odd. He's got to tech up to something. You can't just go barracks off of two bases and expect to win this thing, can you? I mean, Nukeforfun's got bunkers. He doesn't really have a factory of his own either. If he had a tank, that'd be amazing. Hellions are also pretty good against this, but if these Reapers just stay at home, I was gonna say, the Reapers decided to hang out for a bit, immediately throwing down Reactor Tech Lab onto two of these barracks. So I don't think it's going to be a mass Reaper play. Just a few of them moving on out. Got the Marines for Nukeforfun. I think he's okay. He's got a barracks up here near his mineral line to assist with this too. And I don't know, 3 Marines on the high ground. Is that enough for SNSflusi to not get up here? He's thinking about it and he changed his mind. He said, you know what? I know there's an engineering bay there. No, he doesn't. Why didn't he go up? I don't know. Checking the natural. Does kill. Oh, a brand new mule. With that. Oh, doesn't get a single trip off. That hurts. Kills an SCV2, then hops up this area that I told you was kind of a problem for Reapers. So the Reapers are in. They're going to kill an SCV. There's nothing mining this second refinery now. And the Reapers trying, I mean, they can't get in range of the bunker. That's a problem. But they do have this nice whole right side of the mineral line where they can kill stuff and stay out of the range of the bunker. This is actually problematic. This bunker should be behind the mineral line. At worst case, put it inside the mineral line. Maybe bring the Marines out. Okay, so did bring the Marines out of the bunker. One of the Reapers goes down. Sacrifices his life to make it happen. Does Marine. 2 Reapers remaining. Not as scary as 3. Trying to kill the SCV building of that barracks, but no, can't get it done. And the Reapers go home. 5 kills on one and 1 on the other. Pretty good job, sir. Planetary Fortress done at the natural. Nukeforfun goes Planetary Fortress at his natural base, and it saves this SCV from Reaper attacks. So I don't know if it was worth it in the long run, just because orbital commands are really good for income. But Nukeforfun is getting, wow, high-sec auto-tracking at the engineering bay to increase the attack range of the Planetary Fortress by 1, as well as missile turrets and auto turrets? Yeah. And point defense drones. Jeez. That is a lot of range. A lot of range for one little upgrade. Marines and Marauders being produced by SNSflusi now was not just a total all-in with Reapers. Don't have to worry about that happening, you guys. And that's gonna be someone. Okay, there is a factory, obviously, because there's a starport now from SNSflusi. First factory from Nukeforfun is on the way. It just seems late. Really seems late. Even if you're worried about Reapers, you really gotta tech up at some point, man. You gotta tech up to that factory to get the things you need to win these games. I mean, at the very least, you need medevacs, okay? Even if you're just going Marine, Marauder, you need some medevacs to keep them alive, or else these guys will die. They will die real fast. Notice no war chest skins on these guys. Kind of like it. Just classic and clean. And like how big the pack that the Marauder is carrying is kind of hilarious. Look at that. Look how big his head is compared to how big that pack is. And his shoulders are. That's just... It's got to be bad for your back. I hope medicine has improved in the far-flung future. Which is when StarCraft is, right? It's definitely the future because they took spaceships to get to another galaxy, possibly? Yeah, another galaxy. And we don't have those yet, so it's going to be the future. Speaking of the future, have you listened to the podcast yet? There's a link in the description to the podcast. You can also search Falcon Paladin Hour on iTunes and Last.fm, also Beyond Pod, wherever you can get your podcasts. Talk about universal translators in the most recent episode, which came up about a week ago and got a new one posting tomorrow. It's a once-a-week thing, pretty great stuff. Wade and I talk about everything from StarCraft to movies to books to TV shows to trailers and how spoilery they are, and also a lot of talk about technology. So if you like those topics, come check us out. It's free. Raven on the way from Nukeforfun. I like this. I like Ravens in general. Really in every matchup. I'm okay with them. TVT especially just because point-to-point drone is great because everything shoots ranged. Look at this entire army. None of this is melee. Marines, Marauders, tanks. Nope. It actually doesn't stop siege tank fire, right? Auto turret does not do that. I just realized, is it only ground to air and air to air? Like anything that's going to the air, it will intercept, but otherwise it leaves it alone because it can't intercept like Marauder attacks. Right? I feel like I should know these things. Maybe I'm just second guessing myself. Auto turret shoots down enemy missiles. Cannot target special attacks. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how that works, but it is late. And I'm running on not much sleep, so we're going to leave that one alone. Going to leave it alone. Missile turrets here for Nukeforfun. Really worried about drops or something. Perhaps worried about Ravens from the other player. Here comes a drop, actually, from SNSflusi. There are Marines and three missile turrets on this left side of the main base. You're not dropping that. Don't go in there. Don't do it. There's a tank here, too. Gonna land this third base. I mean, if SNSflusi wants to do this thing, Flusi needs to land now. He is landing at the third base. Oh, smart. Smartly done. Another mule almost gets killed in this game very early. Missile turrets trying to get here inside. No, losing one of the medevacs to the missile turrets. Ah, says SNSflusi. I lost a full medevac. What are you, the Joker? Auto turret gets some passing shots off on the medevac as it runs away. Raven comes down and says, "Get out of my neighborhood." Another ha with an apostrophe. Is he copy pasting that? Seems like he might be. Seems like it possibly could be. Corvid reactor being researched. That increases the starting energy of the Ravens. And recalibrated explosives, which increases the damage of Seeker Missile. Seeker Missile's damage by 30%, and its tracking range by 50%. So it's easier to lock onto stuff from a distance, and it does more damage when it hits. So that's a good upgrade. I'm going to hereby qualify that as a good upgrade. Continuing to make Ravens. Is he doing the Ketrock build? Oh boy. We saw somebody try this. We saw someone try this in a lower level game, I want to say a month ago or so, and it worked very poorly and people were upset. So let's see if Nukeforfun can make this mass Raven thing work. I mean, it's not mass Raven. He's got 11 Marines and a tank, but he's working on 3 Ravens at a time, which as far as I'm concerned is mass Raven. So it's going to be planetary fortresses, sensor towers, missile turrets, additional command centers being built here at the third base location. He's just going to turtle up until it gets a giant Raven flock. And then he's going to try to go to work. 3 Ravens sneaking down the right side of the map. They could get some damage done On this third base, there's a missile turret, but I think you can toss down auto turrets out of the range of that missile. No, you can't. But gets out of there anyway, and the auto turret's taking down the missile turret, getting some shots off on this command center too. More auto turrets being thrown down, killing SCVs too. Trying to upgrade to a planetary fortress, but I think we'll get down into the burning here. Oh, it is. It's into the burning. You got to repair it. Got to repair. Meanwhile, an attack up this ramp from SNSflusi trying to attack this natural base. Auto turrets come down and die immediately because there are tanks and marines and marauders. Missile turret getting fired off too by the marines and the marauders. SNSflusi looking pretty scary here. Coming up this ramp, there's really not a lot to stop this. Handful of marines. Raven gets rallied poorly right over the marines for the red team. Auto turrets getting killed. I think SNSflusi might just have this thing right here. Planetary Fortress trying to hold it, getting shelled by tank fire, which is bad. This Planetary Fortress on the right side of the map is on fire and likely will die. SNSflusi is going to go ahead and leave that natural base alone as its Planetary Fortress, and then try to attack here into this third base, which again is also a PF, so I don't know, kind of an out of the frying pan into the fire type situation. Gonna attack in, keeping those Vikings away from the missile turrets, trying to take down this command center that is being flown away by Nukeforfun. Remember those two command centers he was building? I think they're both going to die. There's really no saving them at all, just like there's no saving this planetary fortress. SNSflusi, get down, repair it, get in there. Both players floating quite a bit of money as this is mid-rank madness. 2,600 in the bank for Nukeforfun as his command center dies, flying away, and SNSflusi sitting on 3,600, which is also bad. Yeah, this PF didn't have to die. It was sitting here on fire for a long time. Well, look at them flames. Nobody wants to live there anymore. Explosions and fireworks. All right, SNSflusi decides to retreat. He recognizes Nukeforfun has 3 bases, which is bad for him. He just lost his third base, which is bad for him. He's coming back to regroup, to perhaps heal up a little bit. Yeah, the medevacs are going to heal up some of these marauders. Upgrades are +1/+1 on those biological units for SNSflusi. And how are the upgrades for our blue player? No, he does not care about his bio at all. He's got Terran building armor, Corvid reactor, recalibrated explosives, and high-sec auto-tracking. That's it. That is all she wrote. All right, SNSflusi, let's go. He is up 115 to 95 total supply, but he's down 58 to 43 harvesters, which is bad. He is trying to expand, building another command center inside his main base. He'll lift it off to that third base location to replace the one that exploded, due in part to his own negligence and in part due to the interference of Nukeforfun. Wow, building 2 more command centers. Nukeforfun is feeling extremely confident. There are 10 Ravens out, 4 tanks and a Marine for Nukeforfun. So what he meant by Nukeforfun was Raven for fun, I guess. He's heading on down south. Oh, is he going to accidentally fly over this army? No, SNSflusi stopped moving. Oh, and he pulled his Vikings away too, just at the perfectly wrong time for the Ravens. Well, to kill the Ravens anyway. Destroying these rocks, giving SNSflusi another avenue of attack. Up here to Nukeforfun's base. Oh, not looking good. That tank tries to get set up, gets a shot off and dies instantly. Thinking about landing a 4th base is Nukeforfun, but this army, this big old scary army from Flusi is here. Another command center dies. The number of command centers killed in this game is high. It's 3 lost for Nukeforfun. SNSflusi doing very, very well. Ravens say, no. How about this? Seeger missile on your tank, which is already super injured, killing that one. How's the splash damage on this? Not bad. Getting some damage, but not really murdering it necessarily. Ravens flying back and forth, just being very cautious of the situation. They don't want to overextend. They don't want to fly into this Viking flock, that's for sure. Ravens are armored. Another light. How did I not know that? They are lights. They take extra damage from Phoenix, but not from Vikings. How crazy. How crazy is that? All right, so another drop attempt by SNS, trying to sneak up possibly to the natural. But again, the missile turret count is kind of insane. And you're going to lose at least 1 or 2 full medevacs, so don't do that. Don't do that, Flusi. Ravens flying around. Auto turrets on the ground here. Losing a Raven. No! Raven lives. Flusi retreating from the auto turrets. Nukeforfun trying to land a 4th base to the right of his natural, but there are a lot of Marines here. They have the +1/+1, and they are very upset. Production tab 0 for both these players. Flusi should be maxed out. He's got 3,500 minerals and 1,300 gas in the bank. He also happens to have 3 barracks and 2 factories. So he needs definitely more production facilities here. He just doesn't have enough. Got a couple starports, but that's just completely out of whack on the ratio. You need several factories, or maybe not necessarily factories, but barracks. If you're going for this many units, this many biological units and the upgrades for them, you need at least 5 barracks off of 2 base, and then probably more once you start getting onto that third and start saturating it. Flusi working on 4s, more and more Vikings actually. I guess the Vikings are going to be for the Ravens. Oh, Seeker Missile! Oh, big time hits. Oh, the humanity. Oh, someone's mad. Flusi's very upset. This is not appropriate behavior, dude. We don't like to see this in our StarCraft games. Leave it alone, man. I know you're upset at the Raven play, but you gotta watch out. Gotta watch out. Nukeforfun taunting him a little bit. Not really doing enough. Jeez, is there like a filter for that? I feel like there is. Ugh, pardon the adult language being displayed here in this particular game on Abyssal Reef. It does not represent the StarCraft community as a whole. Oh, he's cheating. Accusations of cheating. Now that's interesting. 4th base here for Nukeforfun. Finally gets it down, upgrading it to a planetary fortress. It is almost there, as you can tell by the building animations here. I don't know what happened here. Do we know what happened here? Oh, okay. Some Hellions trying to come in and do some weird stuff. Blue Flame Hellions attacking the front door of SNSflusi, but he's just fine. All right, he needs to expand. He needs to expand. He has 37 workers at this 3rd base. He needs to expand probably twice. 16 minutes into this game. Expanding to a 5th base is Nukeforfun. Possibly going to go for a 6th base here too. Doing a much better job of expanding in this game. 4 Ravens on the win for Nukeforfun at a time. And to add to the total of 20, which he already has. Resources lost at this point. 5,400 for Nukeforfun and SNSflusi at 7,000. We'll give it an 8. An 8,000 for him. Yep, that's just Ravens, man. Just Ravens and Hellions from Nukeforfun, which makes sense. You got to have some kind of a mineral dump because Ravens are very gas heavy and pretty light on the mineral requirements, and you're going to have more mineral income anyway, as it turns out. More Seeker Missiles. Going to land on a Thor. Doesn't really do enough damage to murder it. Good pull. Getting that Marauder out from the group before he gets exploded by the Seeker Missile. That's exactly what you want to see. Going after this 5th base of Nukeforfun is SNSflusi. Can he get it? I feel like he can. If he just pushes in with these Thors, these Marines, these Marauders, +2 attack on the Marines and the Marauders, +1 attack on the Thors. I mean, leave the Vikings back, right? The Vikings don't have to engage here, especially don't get in range of the missile turrets. Is he trying to land the Vikings? Sort of. Losing a Viking because it was just not enough. And here we go. This base is going to go down. There's just too much DPS. Bam. 5th base gone. Flusi takes it out and decides to cut his losses, pulling back just a little bit. Did you have to expand again? You have 31 workers at your 3rd base. That's bad. That is really, really bad. If the Hellions got into this 3rd base, I guess there's a planetary fortress there. Never mind. Not really a great idea. Hellbat attack, trying to sneak on up this ramp into the natural base, but guess what? There are tanks here and Marauders. And it's just too much. It's just too much to overcome with your Hellbats, unfortunately. But admirable effort, I suppose. Nukeforfun replanting his 4th base, 5th base, and his 6th base is done with a planetary fortress. This is the Ketrock style. This is expand everywhere, planetary fortresses and missile turrets, and just go mass Raven for the free unit composition. I mean, Flusi you would think would have a better composition here, but 5 or 6 Seeker Missiles, if Flusi can't split all of the targeted units out in time, it's just going to wreck him, is what it's going to do. And I don't know if this is going to happen. Accidentally passing on the southern section of the map here. And Nukeforfun more. Oh, remember what I said about all those Seeker Missiles? I remember. Wow, what hits. What Seeker Missile hits there. Raven's trying to fly through this natural base. A lot of missile turrets, though. Unfortunately, auto turrets getting thrown down to try to get rid of these buildings, these production facilities of the Terran player. Auto turret DPS is actually insane. You don't want to stay around for it, but leaving and coming back later is fairly acceptable. But look at this mass auto turret getting thrown down Flusi laughing again. I have to imagine it is not a happy laugh. It's like in Toy Story, the original Toy Story, where Woody is trying to explain to Buzz who Sid is, and they look out the window and Sid's laughing maniacally, and Buzz goes, "That happy child," and Woody goes, "That is no happy child." And no, he's not, because he tortures toys. Which, honestly, as these secret missiles get some major hits down on this bio, like, real talk about Toy Story. How was Sid supposed to know that toys were sentient? He wasn't, right? He wasn't expected to know that. Flusi's still mad. He wasn't expected to understand that. And yeah, I mean, messing with toys is kind of a sign of some scary things in your future, but it's not like torturing animals. You know what I mean? Like, that is a for sure sign that you're going to be a serial killer, is if you're sticking squirrels down and torturing them in your backyard. So if you're doing that, don't do that. Just stop, because it's a bad sign for your future. Anyway, this whole top left-hand corner of the map is owned by Nukeforfun. He has officially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases. The 7th base in the bottom left-hand corner was taken in the manner of all the others. Missile turrets, planetary fortresses. Flusi does have a 4th base up and running, which is excellent for him, but he just can't compete with what's going on here from Nukeforfun. It's 89 to 41 harvesters, but look at this. Flusi's actually up in income. What? Mules, I guess? Mules, I guess. That's the one. These mules will expire eventually. My goodness. Nukeforfun is more than twice the harvester count compared to Flusi, and Flusi's income was higher because he tossed out a bunch of mules right then. Also, there's a lot of idle SCVs here for Nuke at his 3rd base, so that doesn't help either. I could probably put some here at the 5th. They could use some SCVs. Here at the 6th base too. 4th base could use some. There you go. There you go. Parsing out the SCVs to places where they need to be. Hellions running around. They have the +2 armor and no attack upgrades, actually, for the ground vehicles, interestingly enough. Single Banshee for Nukeforfun. Okay, he's going to try to harass. This is interesting, because again, Hellion versus Planetary Fortress is real bad. Scouting to see, is there a base up here? No, there's not. Hellion getting destroyed by Planetary Fortress. Banshee, I think, just trying to fly past this missile turret and completely died. Hellion's attacking in to a Thor tank army here at this 4th base of Flusi and just getting massacred in the process. I mean, was that an attempt to free up supply? Trying to decide exactly what that was. Phew. Sensor tower in production and finishing for Nukeforfun. He has a lot of sensor towers. Let's see, 5 of them. 5 sensor towers, which makes sense if you're covering pretty much the top left-hand section of the map and it's yours. Yeah, he's taken every base that is officially his, and actually one that I believe is technically Flusi's, right up here in the top section of the map. More secret missiles on all of the Vikings and the medevacs. Oh man, this is bad. This is real bad news. Thor's trying to attack here, but auto turrets causing major problems. The seeker missiles on all of these. Single seeker missile on an SCV seems a little overkill, but auto turret gets rid of that one. It's 170, 250 total supply, and Flusi's in a lot of trouble. He's going to lose his 4th base. Yes, absolutely dead. Some Vikings trying to save it. His 3rd base is mining, but it's the only mining base that he has. This income's going to look a lot worse now. Yep, 3,000 per minute for Nukeforfun compared to 500 for Flusi. Sitting on 4,000 minerals and 1,000 gas, though. Flusi needs to do much, much better at spending his money, having additional production facilities, using his production facilities, which he's not doing. He's got these factories that are idle. He's got a barracks that's idle. He's got a starport that's idle, too. Nukeforfun taking another base up here in the top right-hand corner. This could be, I don't know, like a 5th base or so for Flusi, but it is Nukeforfun's now. Flusi trying to expand in this bottom leftish, I suppose. Flusi's still upset, throwing out the smiley face at the end, though, so maybe he's not, like, ridiculously upset. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from people on the internets anymore. There's all sorts of potential options and outcomes here. +3, yep, +3 vehicle and ship plating on the way from Nukeforfun. And he's going to try to get rid of this 3rd base. I mean, it's 200 to 60 supply. At this point, if it was a pro-level game, I feel like Flusi would tap out, but I don't think he knows enough. Unfortunately, auto turrets versus planetary fortress. And look who wins that handily. Wow. Also, seeker missile going to hit. No, the SCVs, no. 47 SCVs have been killed. Tank takes a shot. Vikings take a shot. Wow, that was brutal. One of these Ravens, there you go. 17 kills on that Raven. I think that's the one that got all those kills. Did you hack to get extended range? No, there's an upgrade, dude. Recalibrated explosives give you extended lock-on range. It's a learning moment for SNSflusi. It's a learning moment. All right, is this just going to be back and forth for the rest of this game? I feel like it might. In which case, maybe we'll speed it up. I don't know how Flusi wins this thing. Yeah. We're going to go ×2 speed here. Because it is a well-oiled machine for Nukeforfun right now. He's running on like 1 million bases. He's killing all the buildings for Flusi. Flusi's just trying to basically win this thing with a Marauder, which is still alive. He's got 2 kills. But I think these Hellions might find him. No, they go right on past. Using Hellions, there we go. Hellbat transformation. Get rid of this stuff. Where's the final Marauder for Flusi? There it is. Oh, auto turret took him down. Auto turret took him down. Oh, come on. Flusi Mass Raven's not easy. It takes skill, man. Ah, there you go. Yeah. This kind of goes to the whole argument we see in sports a lot, right? Your team is kind of ranked low. You're maybe not having a great season. Then you beat a higher ranked team and the fans chant overrated. And it's like, well, that just, what? Why would you try to downplay the skill of the team you just beat? You want people to think that, oh, that was a national championship level team you just beat. Your team must be incredible. Right? Flusi real mad. All right. Speeding it up further. Because this is really just cleanup right now. Bunch of Ravens here. Bunch of Vikings here too, flying some starports, but that's about it. All right, we're done. We are done. That's gonna be it. We're oh man, Flusi, maybe we should report you for things. Ah, nukes on the way for. It's gonna be a meaningless nuke if it's a nuke. All right, so that's gonna be it from me. As we get the resources lost tab up, as well as the units lost tab here. 16,000 lost for Nukeforfun compared to a full 31,800 for SNSflusi. 29 Ravens died, but at the end of the game, there were 27. So fairly efficient stuff from the Blue Terran player, and Blue gets the win. Whoosh. Okay, that's going to be it from Falcon Paladin. Thank you so much for watching. You can catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks so much for being here. And you take care of yourself.
Before us, our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. Justice, our duty is unending. I feel your presence. We are as one. Sense a soul, a soul in search of the answer. watch over you. Kushala-adu. The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala-adu. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala-adu. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala-adu. Kalarulas. Karamulas. Pantheranas. Naslaran. Kinala-atu. Casar di Templare. Daramanaka. Oshara-sashi.